Welcome to the Turkey Bowl Sides, the official commentary for the Thompson Turkey Bowl. This year marked the return of the Turkey Bowl after 2015 was canceled due to a players' strike and also the weather. The players' demands of hot cinnamon rolls and sunny weather were met by the league, which brought the players back onto the field. Surprisingly, the players didn't show any effects of the year's layoff to start the game. The fans were delighted with one great play after another.
Yay! Good catch.
Get it, Ruby!
Oh, touchdown!
Watch the outside, guys.
Set.
Yeah!
All of the great play was not reserved for the offense alone. For the fans that love defense, Ruby Dog showed why she is the most feared defender in the league.
Yeah. Go, go, go. Hit. Hey. Nice job, Chase.
And if Ruby didn't feel like a fellow defender was playing hard enough, she was right behind him for added encouragement.
There you go, Mark! Good job!
Understandably, this high level of play couldn't be maintained. Eventually, the lack of practice over the past year led to low endurance
Yeah, watch Ruby.
and lack of
Ready,
discipline.
Roll over. Come on, buddy.
Ruby wasn't the only player to suffer from fatigue. Everyone was affected as the game progressed, causing the play to go from bad to worse to we would have been better off with replacement players.
Here they come!
Do it too quick.
Hey!
Set. Hey.
1, 2, 3.
Things got so bad at times that even the cameraman struggled to stay focused.
Let me look at the replay.
Replay.
After I tie the shoe.
Oh, look, I'm going back over them.
Fortunately, there was one player who saw a path from disgrace to greatness, a motivator with an inspiring message. That player was Creighton Glasscock, and his message was one of sacrifice.
Get the legs, sacrifice the body. Sacrifice the body.
That's what I like to hear. Get those ratings up.
Sacrifice the body, Chase. Sacrifice the body!
That's what we're talking about right there, Creighton. Right there.
Paige got
Although Creighton motivated himself to greatness late in the game, his message of sacrifice did not produce the same results for everyone, and resulted in other things being sacrificed besides the body.
Oh my.
Sisterly love.
That's
What?
not a foul. I don't know what it
I
is.
told Allison to take her out.
I think we've got some unsportsmanlike conduct here.
I'd say so.
Oh my. Welcome to Thompson Turkey Bowl 2016. We have Creighton Glasscock doing the pregame interview. The big story for this year is we've returned to play after a year off. Last year was a strike year. The players union realized that they needed to have a bigger cut of the pie. YouTube ratings and views had reached to double digits. Players realized that there was more opportunity there for them and has striked. Being back here on the field today is a big opportunity for those players to actually pay off and show that they're worth those big contract payoffs. Creighton, what do you see as being the biggest factor for the game today?
Well, Kent, I think what we need to really learn to do here is sacrifice the body and do it all for the ball. I think what's important is that we sort of restructure our league, sort of make ourselves a national powerhouse, show the world really who we are, get the views, get the likes, sacrifice the body.
And one of the other stories that we have not really heard much about is a lot of the injuries that have happened. In this league and other leagues, especially the head injuries. There's a lot of head injury traumas going along around the country. Doing a lot of studies in this. One person they've been studying in the past few years in his absence is Tyler Ruby. What would you say would be the biggest impact to Tyler Ruby in the last 5 years that you've noticed? Obviously, you haven't talked to him a lot. Maybe that's one of them.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him in quite a few years, and I think the head injury is sort of to blame in that. He's become mainly sort of a recluse. He hasn't talked to anyone that I've heard at all.
Well, hopefully we can get this cleared up and make this a clean game so we don't have any more of these old veterans that are no longer able to play. So with that, that'll conclude our pregame interview. And actually, before we end our interview, we do have another appearance by some people call him the Pumpkin.
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin Spice, right there. Here he comes. We need some intro music for him, but it is Pumpkin Spice back ready to play. How do you think Pumpkin Spice will play today?
As you can see, it looks like he's quite ready to sacrifice his body, play for the ball, and make this a good game.
Absolutely. So with that, that'll conclude our interview, and we need a sponsor. Do we have a sponsor? I think we might have one. I'm zooming in here on the Cowboy stocking cap. Okay.
All right.
Donated by Pumpkin Spice himself. So. Okay, so that is the finish of the first half. We're going to take it down to Creighton for a live interview with Bob.
Pumpkin Spice.
Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah.
Take it away, Creighton.
All right, Bob. Pumpkin Spice.
Yeah.
What can we do to improve our game in the second half here?
You know, the quarterbacking has been pretty poor. I'm open on every play. Throw me the ball.
Yeah.
That's really the basic.
Has your team been sacrificing their bodies?
Chase did every play.
Good
He
hit,
was
yeah.
the only one. Only Chase.
He paid for it,
Paid
too.
for it. He's limping off.
It's terrible stuff.
Rubbing dirt on it. He's good to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, Creighton, I've got a question from our sponsor, for our producer. Ask Pumpkin Spice if he thinks Chase will be back for the second half.
So, Pumpkin Spice, do you think Chase will be back for the second half?
Pumpkin Spice will be back in the second half. In fact, he will score the final play, the winning play. He'll be the man.
There you have it.
So we'll see if Pumpkin Spice is another Joe Namath.
That's right.
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
All right, that's been sponsored by the Dallas Cowboys. All right, we've got an NFL sponsor this
That's
year.
right.
All
We're moving up in the world.
Oh, yeah.